Hello, everyone. Welcome to a new version of Sky's End. So, just kind of testing out the different ideas, and I want to show you this level systems I'm working on. So, currently we have the open world section under construction, but I do have levels, and I think they're kind of like a good, I guess, compression of the world or my game. So I'd like to show it to you. Basically, what you do is you build an invention, and then you have to get to the victory point. So, actually, I have some inventions already made if you want to just load in an invention, but you can build it yourself if you want. This is a little rover. Not really sure if I like that wheel audio. It is a bit jarring, but I'll probably change it. Yeah, this is my rover. I built it myself. Yeah, programmed it, and I'll show you how we make these things in the next level. Basically, what you do is you make your vehicle. Oh, try not to crash it. Yeah, sometimes that happens. There's gonna be more parts coming and stuff to improve this, but so design your vehicle, turn it on, go over to the extraction point, and this is how you win the level. Come on. Come on. We're here. Not really sure if I like that music. Was just trying to try something out. It's probably super loud. Actually, let me turn down the volume for you guys. Yeah, it should help a lot. So let me show you how you make these vehicles. And I think this is going to be the fun part of the game. So, what I like to do is I just come over to this menu and I put down like a pillar or something just to kind of get myself off the ground. And then you're going to need a power source of some sorts. By the way, this turns off physics, this little button over here. Let me show you. So if I right click, I'll put a cube there and it won't be like stuck to the thing. If I turn on physics, it falls down. So if I turn off physics, I click it, it welds it. See how it doesn't fall off? So that's kind of the idea. Then, yeah, what you need to do is you need to connect a system of control to these various gadgets you have that allow you to do stuff. There's going to be a lot more of these. If you played the previous versions, I have a bunch in, but I didn't quite add all the functionality for them. So, this is a wheel, for example. And if you right click on it, it'll give you like a description and instructions on how to use it. Those are still kind of like, in the development phase. This game is early access, so don't have all the stuff ready quite yet, but I really just want to like show the idea and get people interested in it. Alright. Now, let's see. Next, you get a logic circuit maybe. So this one controls the vehicles. This is a signal diffuser. I'll show you how it all works in a second. And then these are some analytical sensors. So, come over here, click on whatever you want to program. Get the computer, plug it in to a power source. Some gadgets need power sources like computers and wheels, but like the simple arithmetic operations don't. Then, the vehicle controller, I believe this should work. But, basically, this sends out a signal either positive or negative. And this takes the signal in, either positive or negative. It splits it into two data streams, which you can use to control the speed of the wheel. If you haven't figured it out by now, this game is very nerdy, very technical. So, probably not for everyone, but if you're like a nerdy guy like me, you'll love this game. And it will get better over time. they'll get more intuitive and easier. You know, these things, they take a little bit of time to make. But so what I'm doing right now is I'm connecting the power and the toggle switches to my wheels. And then this one controls speed. So control speed and control toggle. This will turn on the wheel, turn off the wheel. And yeah, these inventions, they're going to get a lot more elaborate as time goes on. Let's see. I'll do space to turn everything on. Okay. Now this should work. So if we go back to build mode, it'll take it off. And then it's kind of dark in these areas, so generally good idea to add a light to your vehicle. Put the light there, maybe. I'll put a spotlight here. That's kind of weird. Maybe even rotate or not synced. It's an alpha. Okay. And then, oh, you could paint your vehicles too. So, let's say I want to paint it black. Go black, I could go red. Black wheels maybe. That looks pretty cool. Do purple wheels. Red wheels. Yeah, let's do red wheels, black body. Definitely gotta change around some of the paints. Don't like all of them. Ah, nice. Physics will drop it. You could save a vehicle. What should I save this thing? Rover 12. Why not? A cool rover for the demo. Nice. Now, if you want to get your vehicle back, go over here and find it. So you see, that's not what we want. Rover 12. Hang on. Another bug. Yay. Meh, whatever. If you want to go back to main menu, just press escape. Levels. It'll take you back to like the levels menu. Yeah, if you want to drive your vehicle, press exit. Click on it. Then I think I hooked up space to the wheels. So if you press space, turns on. Doesn't look like I hooked up all the wheels. So I'll go over down to this menu down here, expand it, and I'll click Inventor, and I'll send me back to the Inventor. Now, let's see, where did we mess up? So, this diffuser goes to these wheels. Now, are these wheels on? Those wheels are on. These wheels are off. So this diffuser goes to this wheel and this wheel. Should have turned it on, but I guess I did it. Let me go back to Rover 12. Turn on this wheel, Oh, I think I know what's wrong. They're probably not hooked up to power. Yeah, this game can get very frustrating very quickly. But, you know, there's kind of some fun in that. So, I would describe it as a mix between Kerbal Space Program and Little Big Planet. Alright, now it looks like we're moving a lot better now we got all the wheels installed. So if I want to view how my vehicle's doing, I added some menus or some gadgets that kind of show me data. So we got battery status and we got velocity status. The cool part is you can pick up these menus, drag them around to whatever part of the screen you like. That was a fun programming challenge. Normally I hate UI, but that was kind of a fun part. So let's complete this level. Whoa. This rover has very fast wheels, which is not good for it. And it's gonna go over the edge. I'm gonna go back and get a more stable rover. Let's try this one. Actually, yeah. This one doesn't turn quite as well, but since it's longer, it's a lot more stable going up and down. Adios, friendo. Gotta be careful, because I can't really see this rover too well. But once you get to the light, pops in the view. So this level is just a number of pillars you gotta cross. Bridges. Nothing too hard. It's only the second level, so I like to keep it kind of interesting. Try not to fall into the void. You'll lose. Oh, looks like we're stuck. Perfect. Well, let's get a... Let's see, level over 4 was it? Put it back in. And I think I'm gonna add the light to this one. This might help it out a little bit. And if you notice, when you go to a vessel, you can switch between the various rovers. And so you can kind of see, you know, where you messed up. If they're still alive, or you can try to solve a level with multiple rovers. And I think more complex levels are going to do that. I only have 5 levels so far. I don't know why, but I don't really like the level design. So, if you want to make levels, let me know. And I'll get you all set up, and you can make me a bunch of levels and give you like $1 or something, and put your name on the credits. But yeah, this is made in Unity, by the way. So, let's just go and round off all the bases here. Try to get to that victory point. So close. And get ready for the music. Alright, that level down. That one went pretty well. Let's try out this level, see if we can make it through. So, got a little rover I made previously. And what's the challenge here? Alright. Looks like that's the platform we have to reach, and we got this gap in the way. How are we going to get across that? Well, we could try jumping it maybe. But my guess is that's not going to work. Ooh, nope. And it looks like we hit our noggin pretty hard on that, destroy the computer. That's okay. Just press resurrect, it'll bring you back here. I do have an idea for this one. So I'm gonna start off kind of how I usually do. Make a big, like a building platform, I guess. Then let's use this big block to make a big rover. Alright, that's good. Come down here to movement. Let's select the biggest wheel we got. Nice. Do the same on the other side. Actually, wait, did I already build this? I think I did, yeah. I don't think I built it right, though. Mega rover. Let's see what this looks like. Okay, yeah. I'll add more parts, so you'll be able to build whatever you want. Should look better over time. I mean, if you like look through the other dev logs and just see how much progress we made, it's very clear we're going in the right direction. Okay, cool. Oh, here's something cool you could do. If you go to paint and then element, these elements have different properties. So this one's a battery. No visual feedback on that yet, but I will add it. I promise. Let's go back to builds. Now, if you're building any rover, really all you need is diffusers and some sort of control system. So we'll hook it all up again. That's a lot of battery power. You go to you. You go to you. My hope here is you see the potential of this game. I think it's a little bit fun right now, but it should be a lot of fun given enough time. And yeah, if you want to help me work on this game, this is something that interests you, let me know down in the comments, because would not mind like passing this project along to someone else to help me, or even take it over if something happens to me. Yeah, I mean, I think a lot of times when you're trying to make games, it can be kind of hard to get started, but once you get momentum, it gets a lot easier. Especially once you get like good feedback, or I guess feedback's not the right word, but when you start seeing results, it encourages you more. Toggle, toggle, and toggle. I think we're gonna make like a AI auto connector or a smart connection system or something. Kind of annoys me always doing this, so I know it'll annoy the player. Then speed, speed, speed. Cool. Connect this to utility, space, data in. Nice. Sorry to kind of spoil the game here. We're gonna try to get through all the levels today. We'll see if it's possible. Some of the levels get pretty tricky. Particularly the lava one. Or try to use the decoupler for this. So this is called the decoupler. And what it does is get a light in actually. This is the decoupler. And it should drop this vehicle. So here's my idea. I'll drive this guy, and he will go over the gap, and then he will drop that guy in. Call this level, this is level 3, right? Level 3 beast. Awesome. This doesn't steer very well because the wheels aren't very far apart, but here you can see us. Ooh, I don't know if it's gonna be far enough, or long enough, I should say. Gonna go over the gap. Ooh, can we make it? No, it's too short. Alright. Yeah. Good thing we saved it. Level 3 beasts. Alright, let's try it over yonder more. So we couldn't get far enough with that guy. I'm gonna go this way. Go much further. Alright. See if this guy can reach. Should be. Yeah, plenty of room. we go. That's good. Then I'll activate the decoupler. Drop us over. So my original idea was players would build a bridge, but I was trying to build a bridge and it's kind of hard. So there's a lot of things I want to improve about this game, but that's pretty good. Alright, ooh, nice pretty shiny level. Let's see what's up. Ah, it's the water level. I got an idea for this one though. It's gonna be pretty similar, except we will put this guy on top of this guy. So water, kind of cool, right? Basically, you can't float in it if you're light enough. Generally, the things we make here are pretty heavy, so they probably sink. It does also slow you down quite a lot. The denser you are, you know, kind of helps you keep your momentum through it. Reduces the drag, but obviously takes more energy to accelerate you to higher velocity the heavier you are. It's definitely a very physics heavy game, although physics are a bit wonky, especially in Unity. Really in any computer simulation, it's hard to get good physics. This is one way to do it, but I mean, you could try different things. You can make like an elevator, you can make a bridge. Well, that's quite a wide gap. Try to make a boat. I took away the boat parts, forgot to put them back for this alpha. But if you want, you can, you know, wait for the next update. Try to make it yourself. Should have had more wheels. This thing is quite heavy. Going quite slow. But it is going. But this is the easier level. We have the magma level up next. Which is kind of similar, but much harder because the magma will burn your vehicle. I only have 5 levels, but I want to scale them up and make more difficult ones, and maybe add like some hostile robots or something. Let's really make this like an engineering game, you know, make it fun. And there will be like an open world component to it later. That's still in development though. Okay, let's drop in. Get to the victory point. Oh no, don't fail me now. Yeah, I gotta be careful about designing stout rovers. Come on. Maybe I should increase the victory point capture range. You gotta be pretty close to it to win. You gotta get like this computer thing. It's like the middle. Come on. Yeah, we're on top of it. Where is it? Alright, we win. But this thing's not capturing correctly. Yeah, that counts. Maybe it's a bug. Maybe I just messed it up. Alright, now this one's probably not gonna go over too well for us, but we'll try it. Yeah. Now, my intuition tells me that will probably melt first, but I want to see if we can get there. I want to see what will happen to our vehicle. Alright. Oof. Yep, sinking in the lava. And it's too thick. We can't move in it. No. Might be able to build the bridges depending on how well these things do. But it's probably melting right now. This guy's about to die, my guess. Yep. You might kind of hang out for a while. Let me get a second one of these guys going. I think we'll just try to build a bridge out of them. Just line it up with the first one. And put the head down here. So I will melt the head, but hopefully we kind of get the bridge going first. Oh no, we're gonna get this guy stuck. A bad spot. Oh, lost the wheel. Yeah, this level is terrible. It's a very far gap, and this magma will destroy you. So we gotta think bigger. Bigger, you say? There's the thing, you know. We have a limited exit hole. Can only get out so much, you know. How will we do this? You know, I think I'll let you decide. Yeah. Try to beat this level. See if you can. I'm pretty sure it's possible, but I think it's frustrating, so I'll let someone else try it. And let me know, like, kind of like what parts you want to see in the game and all that type of stuff. I think it'll make it more interesting, you know. But, yeah, let me know in the comments if you like the game, like the idea, want to see more work get into it. Yeah, long episode. Kind of a talky episode, but I think it showcased some unique mechanics in the game. Oof. That did not go very well for us. Now we're probably gonna burn. Yep. This guy's holding on. We'll see for how long. Alright, thanks for watching.